Do you know how changing your thoughts can change your whole life? Listen to the whole story I am telling you, and you will discover it in the end. At a busy railway station, a beggar survived by asking passengers for alms. One day, he noticed a tall, well-dressed man stepping off the train. "This man looks wealthy," he thought. "If I ask him, he will surely give me a good amount." He approached and stretched out his hands. But instead of giving him money, the man asked, "You always ask from others, but have you ever given anything in return?" The beggar was confused. "Sir, I have nothing to give. How can a beggar offer anything?" The man smiled. "If you cannot give, then you have no right to ask. Life is give and take. If you wish to receive, find something to offer in return." With that, he boarded the train and left. The beggar sat in deep thought. Maybe I don't get much because I never give anything in return, but what can a beggar possibly offer? For 2 days, he found no answer. On the third day, he noticed beautiful flowers blooming near the station. A thought struck him. Why don't I give flowers to people in return for their kindness? He plucked a few flowers, and as he begged, he handed one to everyone who gave him money. People smiled at the gesture, appreciating the small gift. And something changed. More people started giving him money when he had flowers. But on days he ran out, fewer hands reached into their pockets. One day, while begging on the train, he saw the same tall man again. With confidence, he approached and said, "Today, I have something to give you. Please accept these flowers, and in return, I ask for alms." The man smiled and handed him money. "Wonderful," he said. "You are no longer a beggar. You have become a businessman." The words struck deep. As the train left, the beggar looked up at the sky and declared, "I am not a beggar anymore. I am a businessman." People around him laughed, thinking he had lost his mind. But he knew the truth. 6 months passed. At the same station, 2 well-dressed men met. One extended his hand. "Do you recognize me?" he asked. The other shook his head. "I don't think we've met." The first man smiled. "We have. Not once, but twice. Don't you remember the beggar you once refused to give money to, and later bought flowers from?" The second man's eyes widened. "It's you? But today you look so different. What do you do now?" "I was that beggar," the first man said. "But today, I am a successful flower merchant. I now travel to other cities for business." He continued, "You taught me a rule that changed my life. We only receive when we give." I realized I was never a beggar. I was always a businessman who just didn't see himself that way. The moment I changed how I saw myself, my world changed too. Both men smiled, and their train journey continued. So ask yourself, are you waiting for life to give you something? Or are you ready to give so you can truly receive? Because success is not about luck, it is about how we see ourselves. The beggar was never truly poor. His only poverty was in his perception. When we shift from asking to offering, from wanting to creating, the world responds in kind.